This is the latest HMD Touch 4G. If you remember the Nokia Asha 500 series, it looks very similar to that. Now let's start with the unboxing first. You can buy it from HMD's website or Amazon for just under Rs 4000. The box is typical HMD Nokia box and honestly I don't like it. We get SIM ejector pinned at top, pretty unique design, 5-watt charging brick, Type-C cable and a silicone cover. There's no scratch guard pre-applied, which is a bummer. Let's power it on. Now choose your language first, then we can connect it to the internet using Wi-Fi. Lastly, it's giving us a quick UI tour about the gestures and other features, which I'm going to show you in a bit. Also, before continuing, please make sure to like this video to show your support. Okay, so first thing, the build and design is super. The unibody build looks very modern and attractive. Reminds me of the HMD Skyline phone and the Nokia X and Lumia series. At top, we have a physical SOS key. It's followed by a 3.5mm headphone jack. On the right, we have the volume rocker and a power button. Left side, there's the SIM card tray, which actually has space for 2 nano SIM and an SD card, expandable up to 32 GB. The bottom has the Type-C port and microphone. The display is a 3.2-inch 2.5D curved. It's actually pretty bright too, with good viewing angles. The text, however, looks pixelated if you see it up close. The earpiece also acts as a speaker and is actually quite loud and clear, but it lacks the bass. Now below the display there is a capacitive home button, which is quite responsive and it gives it a quite distinct look. The lock screen has this old school Android-like unlock interface and a flashlight shortcut. On the home screen we get shortcut for different apps on the left and we get favorite contacts on the right. Now you can either tap or slide up to open the app launcher. The app launcher animation, however, feels very choppy. We do get notification badge for messages, which is good. You can swipe down to view the quick toggles for essential features like Wi-Fi, data, Bluetooth. Glad they have this option as it's quite helpful. For browser, there's the Opera Mini, which works fine for basic web browsing. However, it can't load the Google images and asks for update. Hopefully HMD will address this with an update. The cloud phone has a host of apps like YouTube, Google Gemini, Amazon, Wikipedia, and even Google Maps surprisingly. But there's no UPI payments app as of yet. YouTube is quite slow to respond, but it works quite well. You can even watch the YouTube Shorts videos, which is great. In the phone settings, we can choose between 12 Indian languages. And you can even view the battery percentage from this power management option. Now apart from Wi-Fi, there's also hotspot support and it works as expected. HMD also added the ability to do video calls using the Express Chat app. However, the app interface is quite basic and you can't even see yourself on the screen because it is too small. Also remember that the phone has very low free space, so make sure to use an SD card. And for gaming, we get this one Snake game and not even the games that we get on other HMD phones. The performance of the phone isn't bad for a feature phone. You can quickly unlock and make phone calls. Other apps also open up rather quickly. The touch is quite responsive, which is nice to see. So that was the HMD Touch 4G. It's really good to see a touch feature phone after so long. I'll be coming up with a review after using it for a bit. So that was it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.